instructor for music appreciation for the fall. Just wanted to give you a quick little course tour of how I've got my course set up. So the first thing I wanted to just kind of show you is the activities. This is where you're going to find all of your assignments. So I've got everything set up by week, and you have a date range. Now, I will say this, that I have made it so everything is open up right now. So if you want to work ahead, you are more than welcome to do that. The only thing that is not open up for more than 2 weeks are all the quizzes. The quizzes can only be open for 2 weeks, but I did try to open them up like a week early so you can access them and get them done early if you want to. Also, I want to bring to your attention that once this date has passed, you will not have access to this. So you really need to stay on top of the due dates because you won't be able to open that up here. Now, if you do miss something, I've had people in the past ask me to open it back up. There's some kind of extenuating circumstance. When I do that, if I open up a particular assignment, what it does, if I extend this date so you can still access it, what it will do, it'll make it jump to the next week. And so if I do that, say you've done everything for week 1, then I extend the date for one of the assignments, all of a sudden that jumps to the next week, and it just brings a lot of confusion. So really try to keep up with your due dates. And also I will tell you this, that everything is due on Saturday, except for a few assignments that are due on different days. That's just like about three different assignments. But everything is due on Saturday at midnight. I've taken a lot of online courses, and everything was always due on Sunday. But here, it's Saturday, so you got to really make sure that you pay attention to that. Okay, so the types of assignments. The first kind of assignment that you're going to have is a discussion question. Now, I have different types of discussion questions. Sometimes I just ask you to respond to something with no response to anybody else. Sometimes I do ask you to respond to somebody else as well. And then for some of them, I ask you to find pieces of music and post them. So I think they're pretty much self-explanatory, but I just wanted to just point something out. Let's just kind of look at this one. Okay, instrumental Baroque music. So now, for this particular discussion question, I really want you to find something that is from the Baroque period that is instrumental. Now, what a lot of people do, they don't pay attention to that, and what they'll do is they'll post like a vocal piece instead of an instrumental piece. So whatever I ask you, either vocal or instrumental, please make sure you pay attention and post that particular type of music. Now, if you find something from an opera that you like, please just find the one aria or the one song from the opera. Don't post the entire opera. Nobody's going to sit and listen to a 3-hour opera. Just pick the one piece and then just focus on that one piece when you're answering these questions. Same goes for a symphony. If you find a part of a symphony, one movement of a symphony, just focus on that one movement and not the entire symphony because it's just too long. So what you're going to do for these particular discussion questions, you'll find your piece of music and you'll post it in the discussion questions or in the discussion response. This video right here will show you how to post a video. And then you're going to answer these questions about your piece. And then you'll look at someone else's video and answer some of the questions about their video. And one thing that I will caution you about too is whatever time period I'm asking you to post from, make sure that it was actually written in that time period and not be in the style of medieval music or something like that. Make sure it was actually written in that particular time period. Okay, so, and what I would also say here too is please copy and paste these questions and then just put your response underneath them. It just helps you not to miss one. A lot of times people, if they just kind of write free form, it makes it harder for me to make sure that you have all of the components that I want, and a lot of times people miss one. And also, I will say this, my day job, I'm an English teacher, so please use correct grammar, punctuation, spelling, the whole 9 yards. I see more text, speech, and just terrible grammar in the responses. I'm not asking you to really write a lot in this piece. I'm just short responses. So please, please, please write at a college level. Okay. Oh, and I will say this as well too. I have to say this, unfortunately. Um, when you are posting something, please refrain from finding a piece that is highly inappropriate. And I think if you were even questioning, is it appropriate? Is it not appropriate? It probably is. And if you're in doubt and you genuinely don't know if this would be something that is offensive, you can just email it to me and I'll let you know if it's something that I would consider offensive. I usually have one person every semester that pushes the envelope a little bit, so please don't do that. Just there's plenty of things to pick that are not offensive. Okay, so that's the discussion questions. Now, the other type of assignment you'll have is just simply a reading assignment. So, for example, I'll choose this one right here. Okay, so for this, all I'm asking you to do is just read a page range from the book. You might have some supplemental activities. For this one, I have a website. And then let me just go back to the first one. This one, I actually have a video to go with it as well. So most of your reading assignments, you just are simply reading. There's nothing to turn in. Sometimes I have additional videos just to kind of supplement the information that you're getting from the book. So for the reading assignments, just read. That's all I want you to do. You will need to read them, read the book for the quizzes. The next type of assignment you'll have is a listening assignment. So it'll look something like this. I'll just have videos posted and you just simply watch the videos and listen and enjoy the music. That's all you need to do. There's nothing to turn in, nothing to do in addition, just listen. Now, every so often, you'll have something like this show up. Let me just see if I can remember which week it was in. I think it was in this one here. Okay, yeah. Every so often, this happens. I get my videos off of YouTube, and sometimes a video is removed for whatever reason. And so if you see this, please email me immediately and let me know, because when I check them, all the videos are there, everything's fine. But then every so often this happens, and if I don't check it every week, just make sure everything's there, this can happen. So if you see this, please email me and just let me know, hey, As Vesta Was Descending is not available. And so I'm going to have to fix this one, obviously. Sometimes, and I don't know if I have one like this in the course right now, but sometimes it'll say, this video is unavailable, you need to watch on YouTube. And then there's just a little link in this box. And then just click on it, and you could watch it. It's just on YouTube. For some reason, some of my videos do that, and I don't know why. Anyway, so like I said, nothing to do for this except just listen. Okay, and then another type of assignment you'll have is a quiz. You just click on it, take the quiz. I think I've got them all set where you have an hour to do them, which is more than enough time. They're open book, mainly multiple choice. Some of them have some open-ended questions that I go back and grade manually. And then every so often I've put in here a just for fun discussion question. This is not something that's graded. It's just for fun. So I've got Lithuanian war music. I've got another one. Oh, this guy. You have to listen to this guy. He is unbelievable. His name is Dimash. He's very famous in Russia and in Europe, and actually in Asia too. So I'm very curious to see what you guys say about him. And then there's just a few different ones as we go through the course. And for those, there's no grade. Just listen to it and enjoy it, and just kind of comment and see what you think. Okay. Now, what also I will bring your attention to is you have 3 big assignments. One of them is a live performance critique. Another one is a midterm project right here. And another one is the final project. There is no final test. This project is your final exam. And I'm going to explain those in another video. So those are the types of activities that you're going to do. Let me see if there's anything else here that I got to remember here. Okay. Now I wanted to kind of bring your attention to the syllabus. Okay, so on this tab right here, you have access to the syllabus. That's pretty much everything you need to know for this course. You will need to get the textbook. It does not have to have the Connect feature. It can be a used textbook. You don't need the Connect feature. Everything you need for listening, I've got built into the course. But you will need it. And I'm not going to read the syllabus to you. Obviously, you just need to go through and just kind of read all this stuff. Riveting information. Now, what I have here as well, this is basically the same information that's on the tab, but this is just the stuff that is specific to this course. And I think there's like maybe one or two pieces of information in here that is not in this part right here. I think everything is there though. Anyway, so this is just kind of a little shorter version of it. Same information, just a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit easier to read. And then this right here. I think this is pretty helpful. This is assignments at a glance. I've got everything right here for the entire course in just one table, and you can see everything that you need to keep up with stuff. Now, I don't like how this came out because it didn't come out in color like I did it here. You can also click right here. You can either download the file or go to Google Viewer, and this is what you'll see. And it just looks nicer. It's easier to follow. So what I have is what you're going to be doing for each week, what is due for each week. And then here you'll notice I am just kind of giving you some little kind of early warnings to help you stay on track for some of the big projects. Like for example here, well, let me just kind of show you what it looks like over here in your activities. In week 4, I say complete the Middle Ages section of your midterm project. Now there's nothing to turn in there. This is just complete that section of your midterm. At this point, we will have covered the Middle Ages, and you should be able to create the slides for that particular section. And like I said, I will go into more detail for the projects in another video. Okay, and I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover here. If you have any questions, how anything is set up, how you're supposed to do stuff, just please email me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Hope you enjoy the course.